Hey guys, it's Yo-Yo Lucas 1. If you noticed, I have a chip on my lens. If you can see that. Yep. So I won't be doing any videos in the waterproof housing for a while. But at least I can do this review for you. So I've been going around online, looking around, and noticed that there isn't really many reviews on the FLEXDEX L37, and the ones that are all noobs and they don't know what they're talking about, and they say, that's good flex, okay board, and then they bounce on it and then they say, yeah, it's fun, and then that's their review. But no, I'm gonna get in the specs and I'm gonna tell you everything there is to know about the FLEXDEX L37 right now. Alright, so as you can see, the L37, my setup is Jizz-Up grip tape, custom. I have Dank bolts by Daddy's Board Shop, ABEC 11, 76mm, 75A gumballs. I have Buck Trucks 180 with Riptide WFB 82A and 88A, and double wedged soft risers, ½ inch each. There's two of them, so an inch. And yep. So that's my setup. Now let's get into specs about the board. It is 37, L37, 37 inches long from nose to nose, and the width is 9 inches, if I'm correct, foot-wise. Not that wide, but they say it's their widest board. I don't know. Maybe just me. I have 16 inch feet. 16. Size 16, not 16 inch. Those would be huge. But, so, yeah. That's pretty much it. And, I don't know. It's pretty thick. I think it's the thickest model compared, well, the Pro 40's thicker, but this is just a little bit under that size thickness. It weighs in about, deck only is about 3 to 5 pounds, somewhere around there. With trucks and everything, it weighs a ton. But, you know, you're not carrying it around, so it's not like you need to worry about weight. You should be riding it. Flex is unique. Let's talk about Flex. I know, I was talking about it earlier, how noobs just talk about the Flex and they jump on it. But the Flex is very flexy. It's all fiberglass. I think it's fiberglass weaved. There's no wood, nothing. Has a full lifetime warranty, so if it breaks or delams, you can return it free of charge. Just send it back to their website, or send it back to the address that's on their website, and they'll return it free of charge and send you a new one in 7 standard shipping days. The ride is comfortable, absorbs a lot of shock on the ground, very flexy, like I said. Absorbs road vibrations, great for free ride. Now you also notice drop through. Their older models used to have cutouts where you could drop down Randalls, because you know they have that weird thing right there. Well, they got rid of that side cut, so you can't drop Randall base plates anymore, right there and there. So I could drop this through, but with the size the wheels are, because they're 76 millimeters, they hit the edge right here. So then they rub and then you get wheel bite. So I just ride it top mount, and I can put wedges. So then if I wedge it, I can get more turn, and that really brings the board alive. It's a carving machine to begin with, but putting the wedges just makes it insane. All my friends can't ride it. They say it turns too much. But I don't know. I like turny stuff. Downfalls. Like I said, the drop through would be one. Can't hold Randalls. And another thing is, if you do drop through it, it's very low for a flexi board. And that brings me to another thing. Drop through with a flex board. You'll bottom it out, and then it'll look like that. Bleh. It'll look all nasty. And when it looks all nasty, you get fiberglass splinters. Not fun. They hurt, and they are painful, and you can't get them out. I would recommend lotion and hot water. Yeah. So fiberglass splinters are a big thing with this. Sorry, I just blanked out for a second. So after fiberglass splinters would be a big thing. And that's pretty much it. If you buy the deck only, it'd be $180, and shipping should. Mostly they have a lot of deals where it's free, or they'll have like 20% off. So by the time you really think about it, shipping equals up to its original price. But I don't know. It's a good board, and at least I said more than it has good flex. Now you're gonna want to see how much it flex. And I have had it ran over by a car 6 times, hasn't broke, and like I said, they have a lifetime warranty, and also they will not accept scams, so don't like saw it in half and send it back for a new one that looks prettier, because they will deny it and they'll just send back the board, or they might just throw it away. So here's an overview of the board. 37 inches length, 9 inches wide. It's pretty good for free ride, not good for downhill because of all the flex it gives. It has a lot of spring back, so it really brings you out of those corners. People say if you're like past 170 pounds, it starts feeling like a wet rag, but I weigh 202, and it's my favorite board. I like all the FLEXDEX. I'd recommend this board to anyone that looks into longboarding. Relations, like what it would kind of be like. I've rode a Wholesome. It doesn't have very much flex as this, but Wholesome longboards, their standard is, I don't know, it has the same kind of feel to it, especially with the Holies, Holy trucks on them. I would say the Loaded Dervish is a lot like it, except this is one flex and it's really flexy, and it's kind of more fun because it springs back faster and everything. Besides the weight, it's a lot more heavy. And fiberglass. If you get splinters, it's not fun, but it's totally worth every penny. Also, if you get if it smashes against the wall, it will push in, it will crunch, and if it does delaminate enough, you can send it back and get a new one. But normally you don't have to deal with that if you get nose guards, or if you put nose guard tape on it. And I also found out if it does smash into something, it does flake fiberglass. So what I do is I take crazy glue or any kind of strong super glue, and I kind of if you see where it's shiny, I wipe it along the edge and I let it dry after I've sanded it, and then I put glue on it and then I let it dry, and then it just kind of covers it up, so it kind of hides its blemishes a little, and it keeps the fiberglass out of your hands. Yeah. Another thing I'd notice is I'm not gonna take the bolt off, but here's you can see out this hole. But if you see where the cutout is and where the hole is, there's not much room. So if your bolts are moving enough, after a while it'll start to crack down there. If it becomes a big problem, contact FLEXDEX, and that might be covered in their warranty. If not, you're out of luck, I guess. I mean, I don't know. But yeah. Now I also heard if you want to put new bolt holes, you can do that and it won't ruin the warranty. But I don't know about bindings. I even called him, and the guy that's talked to me, he's like, well, I don't know. I mean, I work here, but I don't know. You'd have to call back, and he sent me to another line, and no one picked up, so I just hung up. So I don't know if you can put bindings on it, because sometimes I put my mountain board wheels on there. It's really fun with mountain board wheels. It really brings it alive on the dirt and gravel. But great board for anyone that's looking for a I don't know, I guess more flexy dervish, or I don't know. Has a lot of flex. I would not recommend it at all for downhill. No downhill. I mean, I've hit good speeds of 30, but it gets sketchy. And especially with the double wedge. But here I'm going to show you the flex now. Ugh. Can you see that? Yeah. I can even bottom it out if I really try. This is 200 pounds, but normally when you're riding, you'll ride right here. So that is the L37. If there's any more questions you'd like, leave a comment below, and I will hopefully have an answer for them. So, one quick look. ABEC 11, 76mm, 75A, buck trucks, 180, with Riptide bushings. Riptide, best bushings, so much better than Venoms, just to let you know. Daddy's Board Shop. Most of it I get at Daddy's Board Shop. Most efficient way to get all your longboard needs. And they're very reliable. In fact, if you buy this board from Daddy's Board Shop, it'll probably come a lot quicker than from FLEXDEX themselves. Just experience from Daddy's, I think they have a better shipping process than FLEXDEX does. But yeah, recommend the board. Anyway. And I also shot it with a BB gun, so if you want to look at the blemish, it's right here. It was a high-powered BB gun, like those ones that go through skin and stuff. Just a little bump. It's semi-bulletproof. There's an article on Silverfish. Go look at it. Just look up FLEXDEX L30. No, look up FLEXDEX, and it should be somewhere in the list. And they shoot it with like a whole bunch of guns. But that's it. Okay, I better hurry up. I'm almost out of time. But I'll get some writing in. Leave comments below, ask questions, and subscribe and like. That's a thumbs up. Okay. Well, it's off to you now. See ya.